10. Trap News Network. We back in the same, back in the same. Like, good crack in the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at 10. And Trap News Network. Hold on, y'all. Hello?
So there are these kids outside saying that there's this kid that was he's running with him. He's like, your dad is a bitch and stuff.
What?
There's like these kids outside saying that they're a bitch and stuff.
Okay.
And then he's like,
Well, do they even know who your dad is?
yeah, we showed you. We showed them.
But I'm saying, did they just see a picture? Or do they actually know who I am?
No.
So they don't actually know who I am.
No. He was saying like,
So you could have showed them a picture. So hold on, listen. So you could have showed them a picture of, let's say you could have showed her a picture of Royce, and then they would have thought Royce was your dad?
yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem? You want to fight him? Basically, you want to fight him?
Yeah.
No, my nigga. That's not what you fight for. Walk away.
Okay.
Are you calling to ask permission to fight?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, my nigga. No. That's be a gentleman. Control yourself. I understand, but control yourself. Be a gentleman, okay? It's only words. And here's the thing. You know what you know as far as fighting, right?
Yeah.
Are you confident?
Yeah.
Do you really have anything to prove right now?
No.
So, is it, let's say for example, you hit him and you accidentally hurt your own hand. Is that worth it?
No.
So, what should y'all even be focusing on right now?
Getting ready.
Getting ready to do what?
Play.
What instrument do you play?
The cello.
Kaden, what instrument do you play?
Violin.
Okay, so where I get it. Y'all feel disrespected and y'all want to stand on business. I'm not even mad at you, but certain things in life you got to walk away from, my nigga. Like that's not the type of shit we fight over.
Okay.
So I expect y'all to be gentlemen. Why don't y'all just go back in the house and kick it until it's time to go?
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
But you low key, y'all want to get cracking.
Yeah.
But again, if you would have showed them a picture of your uncle, would they have thought your uncle was your dad?
Yeah.
So did they really want to say anything about me, or were they willing to say anything to upset you?
Anything to upset me.
Okay, so do it. Is this every time y'all go over there? Do y'all have problems with them same kids?
No.
Okay, it's the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, do it even really matter?
No.
Is this a fight that you know you can win?
Yeah.
So exercise self-control. The bigger lesson in all this is maintaining who you are. I get it. I understand. I'm not mad at y'all for wanting to fight. I feel you. I understand you 100%. It's just not worth it, my nigga. You got to pick and choose your battles. You feel me? And this ain't one to pick. Feel me?
Yes.
I love y'all. I'll be at the school. I'll see y'all at 5:30.
Okay.
All right. And that right there, y'all, is parenting. I do. The homies try to stand on business, so it's all good. But that's not what we fight for. We finna slide over to this, though. That was the intro. Shout out to Al Prophet. We finna get into this, man. He is breaking down Big U facing 600 years. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
For decades, defendant Eugene Henley.
You gotta pick and choose your battles, bro. We not picking that one. We not picking that one. And then these little niggas they've 10. They've been boxing and Muay Thai since they was 4. Boxing since they was 2.5. Muay Thai since they was 4. They still active, still competing. They just competed last weekend in a Muay Thai competition. They both placed. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. They just got a belt promotion in jiu-jitsu. Like, bro, y'all niggas is not finna be out here fighting in the streets. I like how they had the respect to call me, though. They knew, like, man, I gotta call my daddy before I get cracking in anything. So I appreciate that having the respect for me and knowing that it could get ugly if I find out y'all fighting over stupid stuff. But pick and choosing battles, man. That's today's lesson. Pick and choose your battles.
Jr., also known as Big U, has put on a public facade masquerading as a reformed gang member and legitimate businessman whose only ambition was to better his community. But defendant wasn't helping Crenshaw. He was helping himself. In the shadows, defendant was secretly operating as kingpin of a criminal enterprise that has ruled Los Angeles through violence, fear, and intimidation. Now he seeks pretrial release under the guise of his reformed persona, even though his criminal activities have included murder, extortion, robbery, wire fraud, bank fraud, and human trafficking. The court should see through defendants first and keep him in custody for the safety of the community. To avoid custody, defendant will no doubt continue his double dealing, as he did to celebrities and donors that he duped into believing they were helping young, underprivileged athletes chase their dreams, when in reality they were unwittingly lining defendants' pockets as he embezzled donation after donation. Even in his short time in custody, he is up to his old tricks, once again trying to use some of these same celebrities for personal gain. He has even suggested that he can manipulate the President of the United States into intervening in the case and dropping the charges, even as he simultaneously derisively refers to the President as the Orange Man while in custody. So apparently, Mr. Henley has been on the monitored phones, calling up celebrity buddies, trying to round up some money on, and he's been saying
This nigga's burnt the fuck out.
and he's going to get Trump to pardon him, all the while calling Trump the Orange Man. This court should not be fooled by the good deeds defendant promises to accomplish. If only he could close the detention doors behind him. The truth is that he will undoubtedly cause exponential harm to the case, to the community, and to others. If he were released, defendant should remain detained for the safety of the community, the victims, and witnesses. In defendant's own words, quote, "If I would have had a problem with any man, the issue would have been resolved and he wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here." Once again, Big U's problems are not the words of loose cannon, they're his own words. Indeed, with seemingly just hours of notice of his impending arrest, defendant had already destroyed valuable evidence, attempted to paint a false narrative of his criminality in the public, and publicly condemned.
Okay, so this is everything that we already heard on Seti Nash. Let's actually take a turn because somebody was telling me, let's watch this. So they were talking that same dude, they saying that he's a snitch or working with the feds. Let's see.
Within 30 minutes of me watching this shit, here come Al Prophet, and I happen to watch his. That is also in my history. Flat out busted. Flat out busted. What do y'all have to say about this? This is somebody who runs around professing to be one of the top guys when it comes to this content shit. I assumed him to be one of the top guys too. I used to deal with it. I did know that he was a thief.
I'm back with another video, this time with the official court documents of Alan Kenneth Bradley, a.k.a. the Snitch, a.k.a. Al Prophet. Like I have mentioned in previous videos, the internet is a weird place. To keep it a buck, I was sub to dude's channel, even dropping a comment here and there. However, one fateful night, an anonymous person messaged me after seeing me comment on one of dude's videos. The exact words were, "You know dude a snitch, huh, homie?" You see, the thing is this. The rat Al Prophet has for years been on his channel praising the streets, guns, gangs, violence, and drugs. For any of y'all who are about to say he's not from the streets, he's a civilian, that right there is cap. The rat still has active videos on his channel about being from the streets and having his own little crew. The rat would, however, say the closest thing that he and his crew came to being hit with criminal charges was a weed case. To make matters even worse, the rat would claim to be half black. The shit that gets me is that the rat has multiple videos on his channel bashing rats. He even found the time to upload videos on the whole Big Me situation. The whole entire time, he himself is a rat. Now, a couple of days ago, after doing research, I uploaded a story detailing what had actually happened when Al Prophet decided to turn state witness and become a rat. Al, we don't give a fuck how long you have been doing documentaries, nor do we give a fuck about how many people you have interviewed. This video isn't about your documentarian skills. This video is about you being a rat and lying about it, all while attempting to shame Vlad TV for the same type of content that he runs when you are doing the exact same thing. I swear.
Damn. This rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper, bro. This Big U Rico, this Big U indictment has opened up so many different windows of opportunity for so much content from so many different random individuals. Al Prophet just came into our universe as a part of the branch of the Rico because he started talking about it and, you know, he kind of got introduced to us like that. And now they saying that this nigga's telling. Like what the? Like this is crazy.
Bruh, you can't make this shit up. So
You really can't make this shit up, bro.
enough of me rambling. Let's get to the official court documents from L's court proceedings. The paperwork that I will be reading and showing is the Journal of the C82 Criminal Court for the City of Detroit, State of Michigan. These are the official documents from the courts. Just to make sure that you have a full understanding of what actually took place, I will also be going over the newspaper article from the Romulus Roman newspaper, which also mentions this rat's plea deal and the murder. Per the Romulus Roman, on March the 29th of 1993, L. the Rat Prophet decided to play gangster, ultimately ending up in being involved with a drive-by shooting that took the life of a teenage boy by the name of Bayat Yogi Elrod of Romulus, Michigan. To save himself, L. the Rat Prophet turned state witness and told on his co-defendants. You can find this article simply by researching Romulus Roman newspaper and the victim's name, Bayat Elrod. Now let's get into these docs. All right, so check it out. The docs at the header, it reads CR3, file number 9.
Well, I don't think the dude Al Prophet, I could be wrong. I don't watch that much of his content. It's not really pertaining to the Big U situation. But does he claim to be like gangster and all that kind of stuff? I've never heard him claim to be nothing like street guy. So all this kind of does make sense for how he kind of like gives it up. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Y'all let me know in the chat.
3005289-02 FY, Journal of the CA2 Criminal Court, City of Detroit, State of Michigan. And then it has the victim's name. The complaint is Elrod Bayat, and it has deceased. Then right underneath, it says Bradley Allen Kenneth, which is obviously the Rat L Prophet, SID number 169100L, date of event. And then it has the list of event descriptions. On March the 30th of 1993, warrant was issued, bond continued, signed warrant, judge. Then it has Judge Rogel Felix F. So that's Judge Felix Rogel, no change. Then it has the reporter, unreported, bill was fixed. Then underneath, on March the 30th of 1993, arrest warrant, bond continued, defendant stands mute, plea of not guilty entered by court judge. Then underneath there, it says March the 30th of 1993, filing to waive the 12-day rule, signed and filed, bond continued. Judge Henry Robrowski, which is another judge, as a reporter, unknown reporter. Again, on that same date, March the 30th of 1993, warrant ISS, warrant recommended, judge prosecutor, prosecution, Howard L. Filliard, and then it has reporter, unknown reporter. April the 7th of 1993, exam, bond continued, proceeding was adjourned at the request of the court judge, William J. Salinas, assigned counsel, Mark Krieger, prosecution, Curtis Smith. Bail was fixed. Then, on April the 14th of 1993, exam, bond continued, proceeding was adjourned at the request of the court, Judge William J. Salinas, assigned counsel, Mark Krieger, prosecution, Curtis Smith. Bail was fixed. April the 21st of 1993, exam, bond continued, proceeding was adjourned. Then on page 2, on the header, it says CR3, file number 93-005289-02 FY, Journal of the C82 Criminal Court, City of Detroit, State of Michigan. Again, it has the deceased again, and it's Elrod Bayat. Then it has Bradley Allen Kenneth, which is Allen Kenneth Bradley, the Rat, SID number 169100L. Then again,
Yeah, that's a whole lot of snitchery going on here. And they've been snitching for a long time, nigga. This is 1993. Goodness gracious. Decades and decades of telling.
from the newspaper article,
And this just goes to show that people don't forget. People, because some of y'all watching this wasn't even alive in 1993, wasn't even thought of. Some of y'all was actually outside super duper ultra thugging. Show y'all the generation gap between viewership. But golly, man, people don't forget 1993. Sheesh.
it specifically states that this snitch turned state witness. These documents are pretty much outlining the dates that were set forward and the actual things that took place the court proceedings that took place then thereafter. So here we have on May the 5th of 1993, exam bond set, proceeding held. Defendant was bound over. Judge William Salinas, assigned counsel, again Mark Krieger, prosecution Curtis Smith, reporter Cheryl Mornard. Bail was fixed at $50,000. So all of the above, before then there was no bond. So now finally on May the 5th of 1993, they gave due the bond, which was 50 racks. Okay, then it says next scheduled proceeding, arraignment on information on May the 19th of 1993 before Judge Dalton Robinson. Okay, and we have here on March the 12th, assignment bond continued, track G, Judge Dalton Robertson, no change, reporter unreported. Bail was fixed. And on March the 12th of 1993, that same day, filing track G, filed judge unknown judge, reporter unknown reporter, next scheduled proceeding, arraignment on information on May the 19th of 1993 before Judge George Crockett II. Then on May the 19th of 1993, Reed's arrest info bond continued, held again. Judge Dalton Robertson, prosecution Timothy Scallon, reporter Cynthia Gardner. For the current change, it reads 750.316A, murder in the first degree, dismissed.
Okay, so he got the body got let go. Okay.
Current charge 750.83, murder and assault with a deadly weapon, and that also reads dismissed as well. So at this point, dude had already started working with the people and turned state witness. As you can see, they have begun to dismiss the charges against this guy. Again, on May the 19th of 1993.
Hey, I'm not saying that's alright to snitch, but at least he got his charges dismissed. Like some of these niggas be snitching, they still got to go do jail time. At least he got to get out. I ain't saying snitch, but I mean, shit.
Now it says disposition conference, bond continued, court accepted his plea. So, in May or on May the 19th is when, like I said, dude put in the plea of guilty and decided to start ratting on the dudes that was with him. Then again here on May the 19th of 1993, it reads referred to probation for a report is what the filing was, and it says bond continued. Obviously the same judge, Dalton Robertson. There's no change. Prosecutor again was Timothy Scallon. Reporter for this one, however, is unknown. And the two charges that were dismissed were the two murder charges. And you can easily find this just because this is all public record, guys. You can easily find this stuff yourself, man. It was real simple and easy for me to find all of these things. They put him on probation for turning state witness and being a snitch, dismissed all of his charges. And then that very next year in September, I don't know what it is that dude did, he violated. And that's September the 6th of 1994. That's it, guys. That's the last and final page of this rat's court proceedings. So we just went through word for word what's written.
Damn, Al Prophet. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on here, big dog. We're going to give a big shout out to, what's this, 504 Street Stories. What is this? 504 Street Stories Unplugged. Big shout out to bro. 504 Street Stories Unplugged. 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News Network. 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News Network. Make sure y'all show bro some love. Give his page some love. Go ahead and lead by example. Hit that like button myself. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Tap in. Oh, y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your best. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We gone.